Good evening and welcome to the virtual streaming of the 4th Annual Goliad High School Senior Scholarship Ceremony. I am Kelsey Garcia and I am honored to be the counselor of Goliad High School, and I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. Though this may be in unusual format, I assure you the awards accumulated by the 2020 graduates are as remarkable as any other graduating class. Tonight's festivities recognize the tremendous effort put forth by the class of 2020. Tonight, you will all have a glimpse of how dedicated and determined Goliad High School's senior class is with the presentation of scholarships awarded by our local and community organizations who help to ensure our seniors achieve the higher education they desire. In addition, the Goliad Education Foundation will also recognize the class of 2020 Shining Stars. Before we get started, I would like to thank the school board members, superintendent, GHS staff, and senior parents for their guidance and support throughout the year. Thank you. We will begin this evening with a presentation of the Cobb Scholarship. The Luther Thomas Cobb Senior Scholarship Fund was created in 2003 on the 100th birthday of Luther Cobb, a successful South Texas businessman who lived in Sinton and Portland. The fund was founded to honor his father by John Cobb, who lives here in Goliad. Luther Cobb was not able to attend college, but believed strongly in the value of a higher education. He was proud to claim that all 4 of his sons achieved college degrees. Through contributions from the Cobb family members, the fund has grown to almost $1 million, creating a lasting legacy that will support and encourage students to pursue the goal of a college degree. With great pleasure, we are proud to award the 2 extremely dedicated students, Jake Billow and Dustin Harrell, the 2020 Luther Thomas Cobb Senior Scholarship. The Goliad Pharmacy is awarding 1 senior with a scholarship. This year, the Goliad Pharmacy Scholarship recipient is Mr. Wesley Bowl. The April and Her Shadows Art Scholarship was established in honor of April Varial, a talented building artist and former GHS student who was killed in an auto accident in May of 2011 at the young age of 17. Her mom and Mrs. Elaine Nolan started the annual scholarship a year later. This year, the scholarship is presented to Aubrey Williamson. The Daughters of the Republic of Texas is a lineal organization that educates, preserves, and protects the history of the Republic of Texas for all future generations. The 2020 recipient of this scholarship is Mr. Justin Sweezy. The Fred Hayes Scholarship Award awards 1 senior with a scholarship. This year's recipient of the Fred Hayes Memorial Business Scholarship is Miss Abigail Enos. The Gail White Trust Scholarship honors 1 senior for their many accomplishments. This award goes to Grant Garnett. The Goliad Masonic Lodge number 94 is presenting 2 seniors with a scholarship this year. This year's recipients are Christian Boyd and Justin Sweezy. Next, we will have a group of scholarships awarded from the Goliad Athletic Booster Club. These scholarships are given annually from the Booster Club through fundraising efforts of their parents and members of the community. It is my pleasure to announce this year's recipients of the following: Bob Schroyle Memorial, Shelby Slover and Wesley Bowl. Kenneth and Pat Edwards, Brooke Yonta and Emiliano Garza. Athletic Booster Club scholarships going out to Grant Garnett, Gunnar Garnett, Justin Sweezy, and Logan Capistran. Congratulations to these seniors and their parents for their hard work and dedication over the past 4 years to the Goliad athletic program. Each year, the Goliad A&M Club donates money to the graduating seniors who are heading out to College Station, Texas, and studying at Texas A&M University. The following students are receiving the A&M Club Scholarship: Hannah Boyd, Holland Bloom, Justin Sweezy, and Wesley Bowl. Congratulations and gig 'em. Our next award to be recognized is the American Legion Post 193, awarding 4 of our seniors with an academic scholarship. This year's recipients are Wesley Bowl, Justin Sweezy, Cecilia Shaner, and Abigail Enos. At this time, I will now present 4 scholarships on the behalf of the Astron Club. Members of the Astron Club raise funds throughout the year through events such as the Taste of Goliad, and they generously provide graduating seniors with support for college. Tonight's recipients of this scholarship are Logan Capistran, Justin Sweezy, Addison McKelvey, and Shelby Slover. I am pleased to announce the Goliad Ballet de Flocorio organization is awarding 2 seniors with a scholarship this year. They are Isabel Torres and Courtney Camacho. The Goliad Band Booster is recognizing 3 seniors this year for their time and dedication throughout their band career at Goliad ISD. The senior band members receiving a scholarship are Gunnar Garnett, Jared Hofer, and Justin Sweezy. This year, the Area Go Texan Scholarship Committee is awarding the Mike Walker Go Texan Memorial Agriculture Scholarship to Ms. Tegan Fromme. The Area Go Texan Scholarship Committee also awards a scholarship for 1 senior who is choosing a future in a vocational school. This year, the Area Go Texan Vocational Scholarship is being awarded to Logan Capistran. In addition, the Area Go Texan Scholarship Committee generously awards each senior who applied for the Go Texan Scholarship. Students receiving this scholarship are Justin Sweezy, Jake Billow, Shelby Slover, Brooke Yonta, Ashlyn Davis, Addison McKelvey, and Tegan Fromme. The Goliad County Library supported the establishment of a scholarship in honor of Joanne Schindler Sherman. Applicants had to write an essay about how they would improve their campus library. Mr. Logan Capistran is this year's recipient. The Goliad Soil and Water Conservation District is proud to present 4 scholarships to 4 Goliad High School students to ensure their future education successes. This year's recipients are Jake Billow, Taylor Kramer, Wesley Bowl, and Justin Sweezy. Goliad Lions Club is proud to present a scholarship to 4 deserving seniors who exemplify dedication to their community. Receiving the scholarships are Justin Sweezy, Jackson Boucher, Ashlyn Davis, and Logan Capistran. The Goliad Presbyterian Church is honoring a senior with a scholarship this year whom they strongly feel is worthy and will use the aid to his advantage to reach the many goals he has set for himself, whether it be in politics or working with NASA. They are certain this student is destined for success. This year's recipient for the Goliad Presbyterian Church is Mr. Justin Sweezy. The next scholarship is being donated by the Spirit of Goliad Republican Women organization. The application process for this scholarship also includes an essay written by the applicants researching a female Republican leader. The recipients are Cecilia Shaner and Christian Boyd. The Goliad County Wildlife Management Association Scholarship Program is designed to encourage Goliad County youth to pursue a career in the areas of wildlife management, conservation, or agriculture. Tonight, the seniors being awarded this scholarship are Wesley Bowl, Tegan Fromme, and Addison McKelvey. This year, the Hattie Swickheimer Mathematics Award is being awarded to Miss Cecilia Shaner. It is my pleasure to announce the recipients of the Goliad Sons of Herman Scholarship. The recipients are Rhiannon Sawyer, Cecilia Shaner, Ellie Albright, Addison McKelvey, Ashlyn Davis, Brooke Yonta, and Jackson Boucher. The next scholarship, organized by Miss Carmelita Reyes, is in honor of her late father, Humberto V. Reyes, a graduate of Goliad High School and former resident of Burr Clare, Texas. It is Miss Reyes' honor to present 2 Goliad seniors this money in her dad's remembrance. This year's recipients of this honorable scholarship are Justin Sweezy and Jake Billow. The Elizabeth and Leonard Von Dolan Family Scholarship is in 3 parts to represent a part for each of their 3 children: Leonard H. Von Dolan III, Jane Von Dolan Horney, and Tim Von Dolan Sr. Each part represents an area of activity that was particularly important to that person's involvement to benefit Goliad. Each activity is essential to the future well-being of the students of GHS and the town of Goliad. Both Leonard and Elizabeth were very active in community affairs, built on the belief that it is more important in life to give than to receive. They instilled in their children virtues that flow naturally with a belief in God, and each of their children chose values like honesty, integrity, and responsibility, and most importantly, love of family, that are all essential for service to others. They would wish the very best for each of the scholarship recipients as they go forth to make their way in the world. The Jane Von Dolan Horney Community Education Scholarship is being awarded to Mr. Jake Billow. The Tim Von Dolan Senior Community Service Scholarship is being awarded to Miss Abigail Enos. The Leonard H. Von Dolan III Community Development Scholarship is being awarded to Miss Cecilia Shaner. On behalf of the Davis family, it is my honor to present a scholarship in the honor of Norman and Dottie Davis. Norman Davis was superintendent of schools at GISD from 1961 to 1974. Upon graduating from Texas Tech University in 1939, Norman taught and coached for a few years prior to serving in World War II. After serving in World War II, Norman continued serving in the U.S. Air Force Reserves and eventually retired as a lieutenant colonel. As a lifelong educator, Norman always saw the importance of vocational education, such as home economics and ag. During his tenure as superintendent, Norman oversaw the addition of the auto mechanics program, the distributive education program, and the commercial art program at GISD. Vocational programs such as these always had a special place in Norman's heart. Upon his death in 1982, Dottie Davis decided to create a scholarship recognizing a student excelling in one of these vocational areas, and this scholarship was first presented in 1983. Dottie also played a role at GISD, serving as a junior high English teacher for a number of years. Both Norman and Dottie loved Goliad and served the community in numerous capacities. This year's recipient for this honorable scholarship is Mr. Justin Sweezy. This year's South Texas Farm and Ranch Academic Scholarship is being awarded to Miss Tegan Fromme. This year's South Texas Farm and Ranch Melvin Schurer Memorial Scholarship is being awarded to Miss Addison McKelvey. The 2020 Willakee Ranch Scholarship recipient is Miss Ashlyn Davis. The Dunn Family Scholarship is a new scholarship offered at GHS for senior girls, initiated by Betty Sue Dunn Cummings. She is a very successful former Exxon executive who believes strongly in giving back to young ladies seeking higher education who might not otherwise be able to afford going to college. Being a GHS graduate, she chose to offer this scholarship as a way to honor her alma mater. This year's recipient of the Dunn Family Scholarship is Addison McKelvey. At this time in the ceremony, we will now hear from the donors who sent in a video awarding their recipients for this year. 6 friends who loved to paint and loved Amy Frankie came together to create a scholarship to honor her memory. Painting for a Purpose has become an annual event to raise money for this scholarship. This April, it had to be canceled due to COVID-19, but it will be rescheduled, and please be on the lookout for it.
Hey Sarah, what you doing?
I'm painting the names of this year's recipients of the Amy Frankie Scholarship. They are Wesley Bowl, Jared Hofer, Addison McKelvey, and Justin Sweezy.
Hi, I'm Christy Billow, Executive Director of the Goliad County Chamber of Commerce and Visitors Center. On behalf of them, I would like to award the following recipients, each with a $1,600 scholarship. Justin Sweezy, Logan Capistran, and Addison McKelvey. Congratulations, and we wish you all the luck in your endeavors. Thank you.
Good evening. On behalf of the Goliad County Retired School personnel, I would like to present 2 $1,000 scholarships to 2 very deserving young ladies. Addison McKelvey and Tegan Fromme both plan to go to Tarleton State and study to become ag teachers. We want to congratulate them and wish them the best of luck in their college career and in all their future endeavors. So each of them will receive $1,000. Thank you very much. Good evening. On behalf of the Goliad Knights of Columbus, Council 7512, I would like to present 6 $500 scholarships this evening to our outstanding senior class. For the student of a member, we have 2 $500 scholarships each for Cecilia Shanehair and Josh Hernandez. Our Catholic senior scholarships, each for $500, go to Brooke Yonta and Logan Capistran. Our Sandra Rubio Rodriguez Community Service scholarships, again each for $500, go to Justin Sweezy and Wesley Bowl. Congratulations to these recipients, and best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Willie Nelson. I'm the president of the Rotary Club of Goliad. It is my privilege to announce our scholarship recipients for 2020. Before I get into that, first I want to say thank you to everyone who makes this a reality. We hold two major fundraisers each year. One is our golf tournament held right here at the Goliad Golf Course, and the other is our Hunters Ball. Without our donors, without our participants, without every one of you that come out and support us, we couldn't do this. So thank you to each and every one who makes that a reality. Second, this is a historic year for us, not just because of the craziness going on in the world, but also because the Rotary Club is giving $12,000 to graduating seniors. It's more than we've given in the past. So without further ado, the recipients of this year's Rotary Scholarship are Jake Billow, Shelby Slover, Jared Hofer, Christian Boyd, Justin Sweezy, Ellie Albright, and Brooke Yanta. Congratulations, graduating seniors, and we wish you much success in your future.
Stampede 4-H Club is proud to announce that all 4 of our seniors will be receiving a $500 scholarship. Our 4 seniors are Logan Capistran, Taylor Haight, Shelby Slover, and David Stewart. We are so very proud of y'all, and we wish you the best of luck in your future. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tony Sines, Scoutmaster for Troop 60. I would like to take this moment to congratulate the class of 2020. I would like to recognize the Eagle Scouts of this year's graduating class. First of all, becoming an Eagle Scout takes a lot of hard work and dedication. Only 4% of Boy Scouts will reach the highest rank of Eagle Scout. There are 5 Eagle Scouts amongst this year's graduating class.
At this time, I would like to recognize seniors who are receiving scholarships outside of our community. Mr. Wesley Bull is receiving the Texas A&M Sol Ross Corps Scholarship in the amount of $1,200. Congratulations. Mr. Samuel Paredes is receiving the Jake A. Nelson Jr. Endowed Scholarship from Victoria College in the amount of $1,400. Congratulations. Miss Addison McKelvey is receiving the Victoria Electric Co-op Scholarship in the amount of $1,500. Congratulations. Miss Cecilia Shaner is receiving the Victoria Electric Co-op Scholarship in the amount of $1,500. Congratulations. Miss Ashlyn Davis is receiving the Stephen F. Austin University Academic Excellence Scholarship in the amount of $3,000. Congratulations. Mr. Justin Sweezy is receiving the following outside scholarships: the Texas Association of Secondary School Principals Teens Serving Texas Team Scholarship in the amount of $500, the Texas A&M University College of Engineering Undergrad Scholarship in the amount of $1,500, and the Toyota Motor Sales National FFA Scholarship in the amount of $2,750. A total of $4,750 in scholarships outside of our community. Congratulations. Miss Abigail Enos is receiving the University of Houston Victoria Presidential Scholarship in the amount of $24,000. Congratulations. Miss Cassidy Gallegos is receiving the Oral Roberts University Academic Scholarship in the amount of $52,200. Congratulations. Again, congratulations to all seniors who worked hard on applying for scholarships. We are so very proud of you, and we all look forward to hearing about your future successes. To wrap up our evening, we have our Shining Star Award presentation. This award is given by the Goliad Education Foundation and honors the top 10% of the graduating class, and honors the top 10%'s most influential educator throughout their time at Goliad ISD.
Graduating 11th in the class of 2020 is Hannah Boyd. Hannah has a cumulative GPA of 4.9830. After graduation, Hannah plans to attend Texas A&M University, majoring in chemistry and pursuing a career as a pediatric dentist. Hannah has chosen Miss Kelsey Garcia as the educator who has most impacted her education. Miss Garcia has been Hannah's high school counselor for her junior and senior years. Hannah has the following to say about Miss Garcia.
Hi, I'm Hannah Boyd, and the person who has impacted my education the most is Miss Garcia. It was a hot summer day before my junior year. My mom and I were going up to the high school to meet my new counselor and discuss my schedule. I was excited to meet my new counselor, but little did I know this woman would have the biggest impact on the last 2 years of my high school career. I walked into her office full of unpacked boxes, and I was greeted by her smiling face. I quickly found a haven that I didn't know I needed. From the moment I met you, Miss Garcia, a friendship flourished, and I have found someone that I could rely upon. Though we've only known each other for a short 2 years, you have always pushed me to be a better student and to approach challenges fearlessly. Miss Garcia, you have been someone who I could confide in and trust when doing so. It was your steadfast encouragement and loving motivation that kept me moving forward even on the difficult days. Thank you for pushing me to be more involved with my school. Thank you for being a shoulder to cry on during the emotional days, especially when I finally submitted my college applications. Thank you for always being patient with me and for helping me grow into who I am today. Thank you for letting me ride your scooter down the halls, even if it was only for 5 minutes until I ended up hurting myself. Thank you for always hiding the blue Jolly Ranchers at the bottom of the jar for me. Most of all, thank you for always being there, not only for me, but all of the students at Goliad High School. Miss Garcia, your kindness will not only have a long-lasting impact on myself, but all of Goliad ISD students. Our memories and fun times will remain with me forever.
Graduating 10th in the class of 2020 with a cumulative GPA of 5.0603 is Jake Billow. After graduation, Jake plans to attend UTSA and major in construction sciences. From there, he will work towards a job as a construction manager. Jake has chosen Mr. McKay as the teacher who has had the most impact on him and his education. Mr. McKay taught him 9th grade IPC. This is what Jake had to say about Mr. McKay.
I chose McKay as my Shining Star Award for a good reason. I first knew McKay in middle school during football. I was always a bit unsure if I would even continue to play football, but he did make the sport fun with his humorous commentary and obvious passion for the sport. Though I never followed my football career, I did play a bit of tennis, and McKay always kept up with me and my partner. I knew he played tennis before, though he doesn't look like he ever could have. He would often talk about coming down to the courts and playing a set or two. I think the only reason that he didn't was because he was too afraid to lose. It was still nice to see someone keeping up with me. Later, I knew him as a teacher. After becoming more familiar, I realized how genuine of a guy he really was. I never seemed to enjoy school much, but McKay always found a way to make his class one to look forward to. Even after I was no longer in class, I'd still take the time to go by and talk about tennis or receive a friendly jab about my clothing of choice for the day. For example, the day I thought it was a good idea to wear a denim jacket with blue jeans was the day I received the nickname Denim Dan. But McKay's not all about jokes. He came by to see my family when my dad died. He sat with us, and he was a rock in a very stormy sea. That same year, he lost his father. The thing is, he understood how to make me laugh how to find humor again. I will always appreciate that. Thanks, Coach, for everything.
Graduating ninth in the class of 2020 with a cumulative GPA of 5.0680 is Presley Bloom. After graduation, Presley plans to attend Texas A&M Corpus Christi and major in nursing. After she graduates, she will work as a registered nurse for 2 years and then return to school to specialize and become a certified registered nurse anesthetist. Presley has chosen Kristen Billow as the teacher who has had the most impact on her and her education. Kristen taught her AP English 3, dual credit English 1301 and 1302, and dual credit speech. This is what she had to say about Mrs. Billow.
Miss Billow has definitely impacted my education and my life. I have had her as an English teacher for 2 years now, and I have enjoyed every minute of it. Every day, she would give the entire class some sort of college advice, such as doing scholarships and where to find them, preparing us to take the ACT and the SAT, and giving us ways to get better grades in college, such as study tips, time management, and responsibility. She would give us, the seniors, Fridays to work on scholarships or college work. She taught me how to write my resume and how to prepare for a job interview. Basically, Miss Billow taught me other important skills that I actually need other than English. Not that English isn't important. Thank you so much, Miss Billow, for being so helpful and instrumental to my success during high school and in the future.
Graduating 8th in the class is Abigail Enos. She has a cumulative GPA of 5.1. Abigail has been accepted to UHV and will major in business administration. After finishing college, Abigail plans to obtain her real estate license. Abigail has chosen Lindsay Youngblood as the teacher who has most impacted her education. Mrs. Youngblood was Abigail's 11th grade anatomy and physiology teacher. Abigail has the following to say about Mrs. Youngblood.
Hi, I'm Abigail Enos, and for the Shining Star Award, the GISD educator that I'd like to acknowledge is Miss Youngblood. Junior year, I took advanced anatomy and physiology with Miss Youngblood, and for anyone who has taken this class, they know it is extremely tough. She teaches it as if it's a college class and prepares us for what's ahead. This kind of teaching can be hard for many teachers, but Youngblood was able to find the perfect balance between caring about students while also pushing them forward. If you're taking this class and you don't get at least one failing grade, you're not doing it right. More tears were shed in that classroom than all the water that has ever been used in her fish tank. But that's not a bad thing, because she teaches you that in life you will fail. You just have to keep trying and look at everything from a different perspective. In this class, I learned my normal way of studying did not work for all subjects, and so I developed a new way to do things. All that I've learned in this class, I have been able to transfer to other areas of study. And lately, I've been transferring it into everyday life. Miss Youngblood is a teacher who many can learn a lot from. She knows how to make everything interesting, whether it's by accidentally dumping water on you or having a feast at the end of the year. Throughout all the triumphs and troubles, Miss Youngblood and her class have helped shape my high school experience, and I am extremely grateful.
Graduating 7th in the class of 2020 is Holland Bloom. Holland has a cumulative GPA of 5.1208. After graduation, Holland plans to attend Texas A&M University, majoring in liberal arts with a minor in psychology. She plans to attend law school and pursue a career with the FBI. Holland has chosen Lee Piccioni as the teacher who has most impacted her education. Miss Piccioni was her senior chemistry teacher. Holland has the following to say about Miss Piccioni.
Although I only took her class once, Miss Piccioni had a considerable influence on my last year of my education and life at Goliad High School. Although only advanced, not dual credit, her class reminded me that there are no shortcuts in life. All the puzzle pieces have to be present in order for the puzzle that is life to fit together properly. She was a crucial part of my senior year, not only in the fact that I needed to take and complete her class before I graduated, but also because she graciously allowed me to use her microwave to heat up my lunch every day. I really did love this class, and I'd never really been interested in the subtle art of chemistry, but this class was intriguing in a way that makes me consider experimenting with baking during my free time. I heard someone say once that baking is just like chemistry, only less dangerous. The right mixture of the same ingredients can make a masterpiece, but the wrong mix can contribute to a catastrophe. Thank you, Ms. Michelny, for everything you've done for me this year. And I want you to know that this was one of my favorite classes of my time here at Goliad. I'm going to miss you and all of my other wonderful teachers I've had these past 4 years, but the experiences I've had here are some I'll remember forever.
Graduating sixth in her class with a cumulative GPA of 3.940 is Ellie Albright. Ellie plans to attend Arkansas State University to pursue a career as a dietitian, as well as continuing her athletic career. Ellie has chosen her 9th through 11th world history teacher, as well as her cross-country track coach, Shelby Taylor, as a teacher who has had the most significant impact on her education. Ellie has this to say about Miss Taylor.
I honestly don't even know where to begin to even thank Coach Taylor for all that she has done for me. And yes, I still call her coach because she was my coach for 6 years of my running career. Coach Taylor has always been considered a mom to me, from coaching me to catching me after every state cross country and track meet. Now don't get me wrong, there are 1,000 more things that Coach Taylor has done for me, but I'd be here forever explaining all of them. We've cried together, laughed together, and fought together to reach the goals we would write on the board for every season. Needless to say, there will never be another coach that would willingly run with me, make jokes at me and with me, run 5 miles all over the state cross-country course just to be at my designated markers to coach and cheer me on, or run up and down the stands at the state track meets. But most of all, there will never be another coach who I could call my caregiver and depend to do all the things Coach Taylor has done for me. Thank you, Coach Taylor, for being my coach, my mom, caregiver, and best friend.
Graduating 5th in the class of 2020 is Shelby Slover. Shelby has a cumulative GPA of 5.2119. After graduation, Shelby plans to attend the University of Texas at San Antonio, majoring in architecture. Shelby has chosen Michael Whitehead as the teacher who has most impacted her education. Mr. Whitehead was her 9th grade English 1 teacher. Shelby has the following to say about Mr. Whitehead.
Hi, my name is Shelby Slover. For my Shining Star Award, I chose Coach Whitehead. Coach Whitehead has been my favorite teacher since my freshman year when I started his pre-AP English class. In that class, I learned a lot of things, not just about English, but also about life. It was my favorite class of the day, and I had him first period, and I will always remember him cracking jokes or making fun of the people who fell asleep and going and scaring them to wake them up. Coach Whitehead is not only a great person inside the classroom, but outside of the classroom when I see him at sporting events like basketball or softball. I'm really grateful to be able to pick Coach Whitehead, and he is a great teacher to all. Thank you.
Graduating 4th in her class with a cumulative GPA at 5.370 is Ashlyn Davis. After graduation, she will be attending Stephen F. Austin University to pursue a bachelor's degree in nursing, specializing in critical care or pediatric nursing. Ashlyn has chosen her 7th grade science teacher, Kayla Berthold, as the teacher that has made the most significant impact on her education. Ashlyn has this to say about Ms. Berthold.
Hi, I'm Ashlyn Davis, and I have chosen Miss Berthold for the Teaching Excellence Award. When I look back on all the teachers that I have encountered at Goliad ISD, one that has truly inspired and encouraged me throughout my schooling is Miss Kayla Berthold, my 7th grade science teacher. I initially met Miss Berthold the summer before 7th grade through my mom, who also works at the middle school. Miss Berthold has been a mentor to me, not only as a student, but as an athlete throughout my high school career. She's always had my best interest at heart, whether it's for tests, sports, personal achievements, and my plans for the future. I always felt as though I could go to her with anything and receive the best advice, seeing that she went through almost the exact same thing when she was my age. The more we learned about each other, the more we realized how much we had in common. We both lettered in sports our freshman year of high school, both finished 4th in our graduating class, and both share a love for science. I can confidently say that I would not be the student and individual that I am today without her influence, guidance, and constant support. Thank you, Ms. Berthold, for helping mold me into the person that I am today.
Graduating 3rd in the class of 2020 is Justin Sweezy. He has a cumulative grade average of 5.445. After graduation, he plans to attend A&M University, majoring in aerospace engineering, and plans to work for an airline company. Justin has chosen Neil Tolbert as the teacher that most impacted his education. Justin had Mr. Tolbert for 11th grade American history. Justin has the following to say about Mr. Tolbert.
Coach Tolbert has had a large impact on my high school career. I started to get to know Tolbert from middle school when I joined the Goliad middle school tennis team. Tolbert has always been a good coach, mentor, and team leader ever since I knew him from 7th grade. I looked forward to taking his class and only have ever heard great things about him. Once I started his class, Tolbert never failed to keep the class entertained, even with the boring subject. My most memorable moment was waking up in the class, and Coach Tolbert had switched classes with Coach Taylor. I was surrounded by her class. One lesson I learned was never to fall asleep in his class. I enjoyed taking his class because of the way Tolbert never failed to not make us laugh throughout the class period. Even though he has gone through some personal trials in this past year, he has always been there to support the Goliad tennis team.
Graduating as salutatorian of the class of 2020 is Damaris Rodriguez de Luna. She has a cumulative average of 5.4772. After graduation, she plans to attend the University of Texas at San Antonio, majoring in biomedical engineering, and has been accepted into the honors program and will be taking part in a research program as an esteemed scholar in the science department. Damaris has chosen Mrs. Worsham as her teacher that has most impacted her education. She had Miss Worsham for 10th grade English too. Damaris has the following to say about Mrs. Worsham.
While Miss Worsham is an English teacher and I'm going into the science and math related field of biomedical engineering, I found that she's helped aid my extracurricular ventures and helped expand on myself. Her involvement in the Gifted and Talented program, as well as her position as head of our UIL academics program, has added to the participating student body's high school experience, and it's allowed for students to be a part of something bigger while pursuing our hobbies with respect to our intellectual, academic, creative, leadership, and artistic capabilities. My involvement in the UIL program, run under Miss Worsham, has led me to realize the potential capabilities I have in fields relating to mathematics and pharmaceuticals, which has pushed me to apply to university as an engineer involved in the medical branch. Thank you, Ms. Worsham, for enriching the lives of your students outside of the classroom.
Graduating as valedictorian is May Cosper. She has a cumulative GPA of 5.5629. May has been accepted to Texas A&M and will be majoring in mechanical engineering. May has chosen Patrick Sanchez as the teacher who has most impacted her education. Mr. Sanchez was May's 11th and 12th grade pre-cal and calculus teacher. May has the following to say about Mr. Sanchez.
No one enjoys math class. Well, maybe except math teachers. But Coach Sanchez's class was my favorite, both years I had it. Every time we were in class, we put in the work. Taking notes, completing worksheets, turning in homework. He definitely did make the class easy, and the tests destroyed grades. But all the while he made us struggle, and used more effort to learn than ever before. He was also the most understanding teacher I've ever had. Test corrections? Hallelujah! 2-day tennis tournament? Your homework's not due to the end of the week. Not to mention, the hard work he made us put in showed up later, in test grades and report cards. I'll miss the jokes, even if they included a pop quiz. The UT decorations plastered all over the room, and hearing, "This is a fun one," every time a hard calculus problem was brought up. But I'll also remember, the problem you face is never as bad as it seems, just like those calculus problems.
In conclusion of tonight's ceremony, I would like to thank all parents and family members of the class of 2020. You have done a wonderful job instilling the values they will need to become successful members of society. We appreciate your patience and attention as we recognized the many outstanding achievements of the class of 2020. Thank you, stay healthy and safe. Good night. Do I need to do it again? From the top. Good thing I've been watching that morning show on Apple TV. Can we do this like this every year?